Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to answer a user's question about bagpipe sounds and mandolin sounds. Now, for this demonstration, I'm simply going to create a new user set that has all of the mandolin and bagpipe sounds that you can get on the FR-1x. And then just kind of demonstrate the sound and that. So we're going to go through actually creating the user sets, installing them, and then hearing the sounds. So please, if you haven't already done so, hit the like and subscribe button below, and I'll be back in a moment where we'll start creating the sets. Here we are, and right now I'm sharing my screen and the editor, the FR-1x editor. If you've been following the channel, you know that this is just old hat. You run the program and you select the FR-1x, and you're now in the editor. For this creation, we're not going to do anything fancy. We're only going to change a few of the orchestral sounds. So we're going to actually put in two different mandolins and one of the bagpipes, which is actually Highland, and two bass and two chords, just so we have all of them there. And you know, when you're doing this, you know, pick what you want, create, you know, the user sets that you like and that you're going to use for whatever you're going to do with it, whether it's, you know, a performance or whether it's just something to try. You know, the best way to do this is try. But the one thing that I can tell you that absolutely a must is you really need to keep track of what your user sets are. When we go, I'm going to kind of show you something with the saving and creating of the sets that's going to be a little interesting. But anyway, let's delve right into this and get started with this. So what we're going to do is we're only going to deal with the orchestral. So we're just going to take the concerto, and because we really don't care about that. If you wanted to, you could change any of those, but we're not going to. So first, we're going to come in, and for this demonstration, I'm going to change 1A, 2A, and 3A. And the reason I've selected those, they're going to be easy to hit and easy to change between. That's just the only reason I've selected those. And the same for the bass, I'll be doing 1A and 2A. For the chord, 1A and 2A. Again, for ease of operation, you could put them anywhere you wanted. All right, so I'm going to change 1A. So for this, we hit edit, and the edit comes up. Now, you have some things here that you can play with, and I'm just going to put things all at a standard level. So when we hear the sounds, you know that you can go in and change those to whatever you like. But again, this is demonstration only. Okay, so we're going to come in here, and we have to find a mandolin. Well, the beauty of it is they actually have one in, and if you go through, I think it's about the 12th one down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's a mandolin. So we're going to hit the mandolin, and I don't want to keep what I had before. I'm going to put it octave 0. I'm going to put the volume at standard, leave the treble alone. You know, we're going to do the bellows tune as standard. And we're going to come over here. We're going to leave this at 127 and the chorus at 90. And that's just going to be my standard, so we have something to compare apples to apples, so to speak. Okay, so I'm going to save that. That one is saved. Okay, good. I'm done. I'm going to go on to 2A, edit 2A, and I'm going to put the Highland in 2A. So we have to come down, that's about 50 down. There it is, Highland. We're going to leave orchestra at 0, volume at standard, treble at 30, the bellows detune at standard, just checking this, 127 and 90, good. We save that. Perfect. Now we're going to go in and we're going to edit 3A. So we come down here to 3A, edit. Now, for this one, it's actually in the expansion, and it's, I think I looked like 112, 113 in. So we had to come down here. We are looking for mandolin. And there's mandolin. Now, for this one to work, you have to have the expansion kit installed, or it's not going to work. And the expansion kit that you're looking for is the accordion slash orchestral. Now we're going to, again, keep these all the same. So we're going to put this to standard, bellows detuned to standard. MIDIs have not changed. And we're going to save it. Boom. It's saved. So now we actually have, in 3A, we're going to have a mandolin that comes from the expansion kit. In 2A, we have the bagpipes. They call them Highland, probably for Highlanders. And mandolin on 1A. The one on 1A is the one that you don't need the expansion kit for. That's going to mean something here in a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to change the bass. So we're going to change 1A, and we're going to change it. And I'm just going to leave these standard, again, for brevity's sake. So we're going to come in here, and it's about the 10th or 11th one down. There it is. So I'm just going to leave everything as is. We're just changing it to the mandolin. Boom. That's 1A. It's now saved. We're going to go to 2A. And we're going to change that one. Now for that one, again, it's like over 100 down. It's amazing how many sounds this little accordion can have. But it's actually in the expansion. Again, we're looking for mandolin. And again, it will give you the warning. And we're just leaving it as is. So save it. Okay, so that takes care of the orchestral register, the bass register. Now we're just going to do the chord. So we're going to edit 1A. And you have like the same things to select from. So we're going to select mandolin, which is the one standard. Save it. And we're going to go out and change 2A. Helps if you click the correct one. We're going to go out and edit 2A on the chord. And again, it's down in the expansion. And there it is, mandolin. Again, we're just going to leave everything. You can change any of these if you like. Again, demonstration only. Save it. There we go. We have now done all the edits that we want to do for this set. So now we need to create this set. For that, you're going to need a USB. And right now, we're just going to create it right here. You click Create Set. and it's going to tell you between 000 and 999. That's kind of important. And I don't believe I mentioned this in any of my other videos. It says yes, and it says, where do you want to save it? Well, we could save it right here. You know what? We'll just save it right here so you can do. I'm going to save it two different ways. I'm going to save it as 30, and I save it. It says completed. And let me move this down a bit so you can still see. There it is, 30. I'm going to create it again. This time, I'm going to call it 030 and save it. Operation complete. Now, if we look here in the files, we have two. We have 030 and 30. I'm going to put both of those, I'm going to copy both of these onto my flash drive. So select them, copy, open my Roland. I have, as you can see, I have a number of different things on that flash drive. And I'm going to paste them. These, we're going to look here. Now I have a user set 16, but I also have this 030 and 30. The reason I'm pointing that out and the reason I'm making a point of that is if you save it as 30, you're going to see when I switch cameras and go to load it, the Roland will not recognize it. You will not even see that 30. You will see the 030. So you'll see the 016 choice and the 030. The 30 itself will not show up. That has to do with the file. So you have to remember to save these correctly, or you're going to go, it's not registering it. It doesn't work. Something's wrong. No, it's simply that it didn't recognize the file name. It's looking for a very specific file name. All right, so we have that on here. I will be back in a moment and we will load these sounds. As you can see, I have the flash drive in and I am turning the accordion on. It has gone to standard startup. Now, what we're planning on doing here is loading this into, and I need to decide which user set I have. I only have 4 user sets that I can use, and I'm just going to put it into U4 because that's one that I can replace easily and that I don't use as often as some of the others. So to do that, we're going to hit the set. We're going to get in to our parameters, and we're going to go to UST. That's user sets. And if you've been following the channel, we've done that quite often. So I believe it's like 37 clicks in. And there's user set. So we're going to take the user set. So we're going to select using register 2. Now there's 16. There's 030. Those are the only 2 we have. Remember, we put that 30 on there. So I just wanted to show you that if you don't save it with the correct name, the accordion will not see it. But we're going to put register 30, or a user set 30, someplace. So we're going to select that. We're going to hit the enter button. And it's going to say, where do you want to put it? We have U1, U2, U3, U4. I'm going to put it in U4. And so that's where I want it. I'm going to hit the enter. It's going to say loading. And now it's done. All right, I'm going to come back with the other camera and I'm going to have the accordion on. And we're going to listen to the sounds. And it'll be kind of interesting because there's a couple things I want to point out to that. But it'll be interesting. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back with the accordion. I'm just going to turn the accordion on. And it's turning on, it's coming up. I still have it snapped because I want to show you something. I'm going to actually go to the user program. Let me get up here so you can actually see this. So I'm going to go here and select U1, U2, U3. I'm on U4. So that's actually where we put our information. So if I turn the orchestral on, okay, so orchestral's on, and I'm going to go to, oh, you know what, let's go to 1B. No sound, nothing. Again, I still have it strapped. Let's go to 2A. 2A on an orchestral, that's the bagpipes. I've got nothing, no big surprise. 3A, no big surprise, nothing. 1A, interesting. Now, the reason I did that was the original mandolin that comes with the Roland is touch sensitive keys. So when I hit a key, if I hit it softly, it's very soft. You probably couldn't hear that. If I hit it hard, so as you press hard, so if you want that mandolin sound, you actually need to hit the keys harder. It has no bearing, because now I've just unsnapped. I'm going to hold, I'll just hold C. There's the sound. I'm pulling hard, not a thing, nothing is different. It's all touch sensitive. Okay, so how hard you hit it will do that. So that will be how you will have to think about this when you're playing if you are using that mandolin. That the harder you hit, it's kind of like a piano. Okay, and you know that's just how it comes. Now, let's switch over, to the second mandolin. The second mandolin, we put at 3A. So if I hit 3A, now on that one, if I don't pull I can hit as hard as I want, nothing's going to happen because that is controlled by the bellows pressure. That is the bellows pressure control. So that takes care of the two mandolins. Now, if you remember, over here on the bass side, so now I'm on the bass. So on the bass side, I have 1A. Now, I did not change the note. So that's kind of... So if you want something different, you're going to have to change that value. Change the notes and the octaves. 2A was also another mandolin sound. Now see, the mandolin sound is just that repeat. You know, like when you're playing a mandolin, you know, you sort of strum it. Okay? And again, this was demonstration only. Now let's go to the chord, because chord normally, so we're going to go to the chord, and it's 1A. So that's the 1A mandolin. Let's go to the 2A mandolin that we put in. And that's that one. And again, bellows controlled. Those are bellow controlled. The chord, so our, where are we at, 2A, that came with the Roland, not from the expansion kit, is not bellows controlled. I can pull as hard as I want. It's how hard you hit the key. All right. So that takes care of the mandolin. So you can do whatever it is, you change it so it suits you. Because again, it's your accordion. You get to do and make it sound exactly the way you want it to sound. All right. Let's play with the bagpipes. That was 2A. So I'm going to go to 2A on my orchestral. And this is now the bagpipes. So there you have your bagpipes. Okay. Now, interesting about the bagpipes is everything above, okay, what we have here, you're going to start, you've got F. Let me stand up here a minute. You've got your F. Okay, sounds fine. Now, above F, watch what happens. When you hit it, it turns it on. You hit it a second time, it turns it off, unless you hit another note up in this range. So any of them. So that's just something that's, oh, I forgot to turn it off. That's just something about the bagpipes, that you have these to set that constant tone as you are playing something. So if I do and you can change that. So hopefully you could hear that coming through the microphone. And that's basically the bagpipe sounds that you have. So you can turn those on and off. All the rest of the keys will give you just the sounds. And again, make it sound the way you like it to sound. So hopefully that has answered some of the questions about bagpipes and mandolins, and just kind of play a little bit. Also, hopefully I've given you a little tip on how you have to name things, because the software is very good, but it also looks for very specific things. So anyway, enjoy and keep playing.